This is the Dallas Morning News.
It's Thursday, November 7th. Starting off the day with some clouds, it will turn rainy later this morning with a thunderstorm rolling through in the afternoon. The high will be 75. The clouds will stick around this evening with a late thunderstorm possible as well. The low will be 62. Here are today's headlines. Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott has a partial avulsion of his right hamstring tendon. A person with knowledge of the injury told the Dallas Morning News yesterday. Team officials are trying to determine if Prescott needs surgery for the portion of the tendon that has torn from the bone or if it can heal on its own. If surgery is necessary, Prescott's season would end. The initial diagnosis has Prescott missing multiple weeks, but the quarterback is getting additional opinions to determine the severity of the hamstring tear. That's the main reason the Cowboys have not placed Prescott on injured reserve, which would cost him a minimum of 4 games. Prescott suffered the injury in the third quarter of Sunday's loss to Atlanta. Prescott said he pulled his hamstring on a scramble. He thought the leg would get better, but after attempting a pass a few plays later, he felt it again. He did not return for the fourth quarter. The Cowboys are also hopeful that pass rusher Micah Parsons and cornerback DaRon Bland can return to the field for this week's game against Philadelphia. Parsons has missed the last 4 games with a high ankle sprain. Bland has not played all season as he recovers from a fracture in his foot suffered in August. In other news, in a controversial city charter election, McKinney voters decided against allowing city council members to run for a third term and getting a pay raise. The decision means Mayor George Fuller will not be eligible to run for a third term in May. Voters decided mainly in favor of 2 changes to the city charter, Propositions C and D, which correct errors and remove provisions in the charter the city doesn't use. Proposition A would have increased the mayor and city council term limits from 2 to 3 consecutive 4-year terms, beginning with the 2025 council election. The proposal received roughly 49% votes for and 51% against, according to unofficial election results posted by Collin County's website, meaning the proposition did not pass. The controversial proposition received backlash from community members who saw the proposed change as a power grab from Fuller, who could only run for office again in May 2025 if voters approved the charter amendment. Next up, Texas 7 prison escapee Randy Halprin will get a new trial in Dallas County because the judge at his 2003 capital murder trial harbored anti-Semitic views, the state's highest criminal court ruled on Wednesday. Halprin, who is Jewish, is one of 7 inmates who escaped the John B. Connolly unit in December 2000 before Irving police officer Aubrey Hawkins was fatally shot during a Christmas Eve robbery. Halprin was convicted and sentenced to death for his role in Hawkins' killing. But he has denied being one of the men who shot the officer. Texas's Court of Criminal Appeals previously halted his execution because of allegations that former State District Judge Vickers Cunningham, who presided over Halprin's trial, was prejudiced against him. In their 5-4 opinion, the justices found Cunningham had a history of using derogatory language toward Jewish people, made offensive anti-Semitic remarks about Halprin during his trial, and ridiculed Jewish donors to his failed campaign for district attorney. And Dallas City Hall and Dallas County officials have joined together to support a pilot program that aims to transform urban agriculture. The effort, known as the Growers Education and Workforce Development Program, will work to educate and prepare aspiring growers, farm workers, and producers for careers in agribusiness. Officials ultimately hope the pilot program will improve access to nutritious food in underserved areas of Dallas. With nearly $50,000 in funding, this initiative will focus on cultivating agricultural internships and apprenticeships in controlled environment agriculture and community gardens. The pilot program is also an effort to ensure that all communities in the city and county have access to healthy food options. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and for the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.